you need to sort of find something other goal, some meaning in life. And that ultimately makes you happier than if you go squarely at just pleasure. And so for me, the kind of research I do that I think is trying to change the world, make the world a better place. And I'm not like an evolutionary psychologist, but my guess is that our brains are wired not just for pleasure, but we're social animals and we're wired to like help others. And ultimately, that's something that's really deeply rooted in our psyche. And if we do help others, if we do, or at least feel like we're helping others, our reward systems kick in and we end up being more deeply satisfied than if we just do something selfish and shallow.
If you want to understand what questions to ask about the universe, you want to understand the meaning of life, we need to expand the scope and scale of consciousness. We're on a path to understanding the nature of the universe and the meaning of life and what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe. And so if we expand the scope and scale of humanity and consciousness in general, which includes silicon consciousness, then that seems like a fundamentally good thing.
Did you read Novacine yet? He says this amazing thing. What if our consciousness, like right now, like this is the universe waking up? Like what if instead of discovering the universe, this is the universe, like this is the evolution of the literal universe herself. Like we are not separate from the universe. Like this is the universe waking up. This is the universe seeing herself for the first time. I just think consciousness, sentience, self-awareness, like I think this might be the single greatest like moment in evolution ever. And like maybe this is, the true beginning of life, and we're the blue-green algae, or we're like this we're like the single-celled organisms of something amazing.
The universe awakens, and this is it.
Yeah.
And especially if I had to put my finger on it, it's having a bunch of people who feel lonely and their like existence is all realize, like all connect, right? So that if I'm doing a lot of that, and that includes of course my actual spending a lot of really high quality time with friends and family, and like and make the whole thing as heartbreaking as like mortality in life can be, make the whole thing like fun, and at least we can like laugh at ourselves together while going through it.
Yeah,
and that to me is
what is the meaning of life? What would your answer be?
3 values: joy, growth, and choice. You need joy. I mean, that's the basis of everything, if you want the number 1 value. On the other hand, I'm unsatisfied with a static joy that doesn't progress, perhaps because of some elemental element of human perversity. But the idea of something that grows and becomes more and more and better in some sense appeals to me. So you start with joy, growth, and choices. In terms of the meaning of life, this really ties into that, because for us as humans, probably the way to get the most joy, growth, and choice is transhumanism, and to go beyond the human form that we have right now.